friends. I'm hearing it like this. Okay. Let's get into it. Friends, not friends. We're waiting overnight and friends. Okay, well, friends. Okay, let's get it. Let's see what's what. It is rather so-called delayed, but spirit will not err if spirit does not feel that it's proper. So yeah, let's jump in and see though. We're gonna start with Gemini, the sign of Gemini. I was meditating though, rest assured. That's the life of a channeler. Yeah, maybe at some point we'll talk about this. Sometimes people, maybe they interpret, not sometimes, maybe they do. They think, oh wow, she's just acting, or she's just pulling it out of like her ass. No, this is you are, personally, like I have to integrate my lifestyle into the messages, so this is and that's, I think, what it means to be a light worker, then that's how you'll know you're in the right life path, is that you are integrating. It's not like, oh, that's it, I'm done. Like, no, I don't want to get paid for that. No, this or that. Oh, no, like, I got that paid for that much, and that's that, time's up by, and not to say you shouldn't have boundaries, but it's about, right, the nuances of how it is that you connect to what you create and how you create it. So anyways, to say that I was meditating and even asking like spirit, like I was trying to understand, like, there was a blockage energy, and I was meditating specifically here with the Gemini in particular. And there's definitely something here going on, very, very much so going on. Isaac, no! Oh. I don't even know if he was even lecturing on that, but okay. Anyway, no, Isaac, no, sweetheart. Okay, so that's a good boy. That's a good boy you are. Look at that. So, Gemini, or Crosswatcher, or whatever, however it happens to be. Someone is definitely there's a massive avoidance here. This is heavy. Okay, that's the only way I can say it. We have the Sun, the Ace of Wands. For some of you, it's ironic because there's a lot of love here, but not enough extending, okay, of that feeling, of that emotion. I feel someone here knows something about your connection, but they don't say it. Isaac. He happens to be a Gemini. Hello, Porchies. He's like, work again, Nat. Work today, work tomorrow. When will we ever play with Bally? Isaac, we play with Bally today. Bally in the morning and Bally at night. Alright, Nat, well maybe we can travel there. What about that? What's all this work? Okay, work. Hello. You like Rihanna? we made that joke in another live. Wow, never heard her live in concert. I found that very funny. I don't know. Anyways. Isaac, what's going on with you? Is the morning hour fine? Tea perfectly brewed. You got your milk on the side, your sugar. Now can we read? Okay. No sugar. No. We are not doing no milk as well. Not now, at least. But maybe we'll be experimenting with some health foods at some point, right? Okay. Ace of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Sun. Now, what are we looking at? There's a lot of love here, guys. I feel like some of you, especially if you're a water sign, this person sees you as a very significant person in their life, okay? If you're, very, very also, let's say, empathic, and it's like most likely you're in a field of light work of some kind. You have a craft, you're committed to it. I'm saying that's this energy with that Queen of Cups. I'm hearing that. Maybe you're very psychic. Yeah. High Priestess, here we go. 10 of Cups. They know that this person, for some of you, they feel shut out of your life, not because you did anything, okay? And that's part of it. This person is making their way. For some of you, throat chakra, you see that? I see something about paint. This person is really, really devastated if you guys had a breakup. They're not doing well. I'm seeing a construction worker here. They're not in a good place with this. He's whimpering out. They're not sure. They're not sure what's gonna happen. They're worried. Okay. They're not able to even like understand what happened back there is what I'm seeing, but that's not something again that they even expect you to handle. It's like they know that for somebody they're going through the dark night of the soul, the devil with the hangman. Oh no, this is hurting somebody here. This is feeling very, very uncomfortable. Five of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. They're kind of depressed. I see that. Like they don't know kind of like where it's headed to. Not depression. I mean, this is a chakra thing. Obviously, this is necessary. This period is to break open those chakras. Now, this is a general message. Please talk to your person practitioner, of course, right? Someone here feels like this is honestly the end. Three of Swords. They may have even been the one to sort of let you go, or they feel like this led to them letting you go, whatever this is. They feel inadequate for some of you. They feel that they lost a great catch, but I do get a little bit of sulky, but I do think they're coming back, guys, with that Hermit in reverse at the base of it all. They're a little embarrassed, I feel, about maybe how things went. They do need to explain something possibly for some. I feel like they don't, there could be a language barrier. They're not sure what the best way is. The King of Pentacles, they really respect you. I'm seeing this for many of you now. This is not sounding, you watch your other signs. Definitely for this series, by the way, guys, I want to mention, please watch your Venus sign. You might find that there are so many insights, so many on the dot insights, even more so than your sun sign. You open the world up with these messages if you're watching more than just your sun sign. Specifically your Venus, your Mars. Now, this person's been trying to distract themselves, okay? It's like they're actually been listening to like sad songs. For some of you, they may have a habit here. They may be a smoker. There goes that Three of Pentacles, or they're in a space where they're just, it's like maybe they're hanging out at a smoke shop or a smoke bar, or their friends are smoking. I don't know. There's something that they're trying. There's maybe even a metaphor, okay? I feel like they're trying really, really hard to distract themselves from this, and they're realizing that that's also not doing you or the relationship, the future, any justice. And it's kind of a moment where someone realizes, okay, that they're kind of, they're sabotaging and they're losing the opportunity, possibly. Lovers. Now, I think that they do know that there's a thing to all of this. There's a thing. They don't have a proper word for it, though. It's like, I know that there's something, to all this. Now, for some of you, this is your twin flame. And I feel this is the period right before you guys reunite and acknowledge it with each other. Okay, that this is something real deep, and it's something much more than what we had hoped for or expected. This is what I'm getting for some. Three of Pentacles with the Tower. This is not an easy part of the point they want to make, though, and they're gonna make it, though, and I see that they don't want to leave you hanging, okay, for too long is what I'm getting. For some of you, this is if they are that person, right? We're working with timelines here, so they may not, some of you may be dealing with someone who hasn't ascended to the point where they're ready for that, and we should not judge ourselves for that. We should move on, though. If we see that someone here is, not really also open-minded, okay, let's say you're dealing with someone who's prejudiced, but you're like, I know that they feel something for me. Okay, well then, you know what, like, yeah, you feel them you could see their core, you could see where they come from in terms of home, source, starseed origins, but, or however, they may, for somebody, they'll be a reptilian, so we gotta be aware of that, but anyways, let's keep it simple, I guess, for the sake and intent of this reading. The point is that, the sake and intent of this reading, okay, you know what their true potential is. Do you do it for them? No. That would be you being passive in your own life, right? So this is a matter, it would be you being passive in your own life, and that's a Neptune shadow. I understand this is very challenging, because when you meet someone you feel very connected to, it's like almost as if you want to like kind of do it with them, those wonderful things that you see yourself doing, but that doesn't do it, for them, and so otherwise you're going to be in a very draining relationship. And even if, you're not already in one, you're going to be in pining mode. And in a way that's very uncomfortable, guys. But I do feel like many of you tuning in here have it in you to manifest and make something of this really intense cycle with that devil in the middle of the spread. Leading out the Knight of Wands, some of you here, this does have to do with the public. Something about your public, maybe persona or theirs. They could be famous, you could be famous. There's something of even Yeah, there's some sort of interference energy. I feel like it's something very silly, but they will get down to that, and they're going to have to get down to that. They realize they have to get very clear on that, and it is something that is really awkward, maybe, okay? I don't know why that would be, but yeah, I'm hearing that. Chariot upright, Magician reverse, and Seven of Swords upright, and the theme of the Empress in reverse could be a mother figure, or someone who they grew up with, or someone who they, you know, is acting like a mother, or let's put on the heart chakra, the little side body. Isaac, hello! Hello, hello! Hello, I want to come back to Gemini. What's going on, Isaac? Isn't it my sign? Actually, I want to watch. It's like, oh boy. It's your sun sign. His Venus is in Aries, like my own, and his Mars is in Pisces. I don't quite know his rising sign. Whoa. And, okay, this person fell in love with you guys. And is like a cat up in the tree. They don't know how to get down, and they know that you took them there, but they don't want to tell you. They feel also embarrassed. Like, I don't want to tell like her that she got me, like, you know, all up in my head. For some of you, in other words, it's a metaphor. Like, they kind of want to tell you. You know, it's like that moment when you want to tell, you know, the person who you're scared of. Like, I'm scared of you, but then it's like they realize, like, I don't want to lose. This person is horrified. Listen, it's ironic. It's ironic, the one thing they're afraid of is losing you. And they're acting all in these ways, you know, but it's like almost like every behavior truly can kind of be that factor that they lose you by. I don't know if maybe even there's a bit of like a very sensitive, this person. Yeah, I think like overall, but now in this context is the first time they've ever been sensitive like this. Some of you are twin flames with this person. I'm saying that. This is, yeah, no question. But the Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles also leading in. I feel like your life before you guys met was very different. Like, you guys truly kind of pointed out each other's shadow. I see that as well. And you pointed each other in the direction that you both wanted to move in. And you knew in your heart, like, I'm moving in that direction. I can see, let's back it up. Put it on the side. No, this person's very uncomfortable with what it is that I feel you kind of like remind them of. Okay, I feel like you remind this person of something that they've never known, and that makes them uncomfortable because they feel they know it. So that for some of you, they honestly feel like this is a risk. This connection with you. For how many of you is this resonating? Feel free to type 211 210 210. Yeah, 210. This person wants to talk to you. They want to just go very slowly with this. Why are we explaining what they, you know, at the end of the day, what they really want is to reunite with you and to sit in this beautiful energy that you guys did have at a certain point together. This person remembers you, in case you were wondering, okay? And they have a lot of admiration for you. They don't even know, though, like, if it's appropriate for them to remind you of their love. Okay, this is for some. That's how sensitive they are. They may have a bit of an anxiousness. They may have a lot of Gemini. You may be a cross-watcher to this person. Or you're both Gemini. This person has a lot of Gemini, though. I feel like even if you guys are both kind of have this anxiousness, like, they have it even more. Okay, like, what you have, you guys may be similar, but they got it, like, 10 times more. They may have something compulsive that they do. The Six of Pentacles, I see that. The Three of Pentacles could be an addiction to something. I'm not sure for everybody, but they're avoidant. I see that they turn away. They don't, yeah. I see someone who's like, it's a moment when like that one Gemini like fell in love, you know. Gemini usually are more lighthearted. Okay, my Mars is Gemini. I understand this very well. I actually have a stellium in the 3rd house of Gemini, so people usually are like, are you Gemini? Well, yeah, my North Node is in the house of Gemini. Well, no, I'm not. I said, well, yeah. But your Mars sign is pivotal, honestly, to understanding, I feel like, the broader composition of your birth chart, your persona, okay? Yeah, your Mars sign is really, really key to how it is that you function as a human being on 3D. This is how I see it in terms of, yeah, the way that I approach astrology and the birth chart and, you know, your composition, your energetic composition. But anyways, let's move back to it. Let's back it up, clear throat chakra. I feel like this person gets annoyed. For some of you, I'm hearing something about a functional addict. I don't know, what is that? With the Six of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, with the Hangman reverse though, and the Devil's like maybe even like you kind of triggered them and this in them. I don't know, maybe you don't know that. It's like, maybe after you guys met, like, this got a lot so-called worse, but that doesn't mean that it's your fault. Like, I don't think that you, like, were also an addict and then you kind of, like, made that worse for them. I don't know what, this is very specific maybe. I feel like, though, whatever this is, you know, how do we say it? It could be a metaphor too, whatever our coping mechanisms are. When we, you know, face a situation of fear, it may get worse, so-called, okay? Like, the feeling of needing to depend on something, that's maybe what happened. For some of you, it's them with you, their fears. And how do we know this? In the very beginning of your relationship, they were most likely way sort of more chill, cool, and not really taking anything seriously, as you could tell. You could tell. It was like, you didn't see them wearing really a mask, like anything officially sort of separate from their true character with you, okay? They're very natural. Box up. I'm hearing an in and away, and they started to kind of get very maybe mysterious with you. I see that with the devil. The Three of Pentacles, like, where are you going? What are you doing? It's like they started to kind of act like more in theory rather than practice. And most likely their Mars is in water or earth for some of you. I see they started to, even air for some, they started to get, or even in an air house, they started to get in their head a lot. Okay, really in their head, like bad, like, and you may not see it, you may not know this, they started to get very paranoid, okay, for some of you, yeah, about what it is that they fell in love with originally. So this person may have, you know, even at times, I don't know, maybe even there's a hallucination here, or two with the devil, the hangman. We said hi, maybe I'm hearing, I keep chasing highs to find you. What's that song? In slow motion, in slow motion. You know, they yeah, and so I feel this got real bad actually with the devil, and it's almost like I see that there is something that, I keep feeling this pressure of the throat chakra. I feel this person does want to come out with something and tell you about whatever this is and really communicate. I feel that for some of you, they're an actor, or they are in the entertainment industry. I'm seeing that. For some of you, they have children. They didn't want to tell you about that, though. This is with the devil. I'm seeing that. They had something about, so they feel guilty about something. I don't know. Maybe they feel like they should have told you and they didn't. I'm hearing the letter W. I'm hearing Walla. I'm hearing A, E, G, E, C, G, C. Something about even their career. Something maybe about children, or something, maybe for some of you even it's something that's on the record with that devil. I see it as well, like that. And they could have something. For some of you, they work in the government. Now, this can be, okay, let's leave that message. The Six of Pentacles with the devil. They don't want to disturb you. This person, I think, though, really is very serious about where let's say it like this, they're thinking a lot about this. They're not just like forgetting about you. They want to make a move, but they feel like it's scary because I feel like they don't want to, this is in their heart with you, in their mind, they feel in their soul, like they're still thinking about you. They feel kind of crazy. I don't know. This person feels kind of scared even of where they could take this connection. What is that? What? They may have something going on, you know. Okay, hello, Nadia, thank you so much for your super chat. €2, is it? On the dock, thank you so much, that's very kind. Love and light, everyone here also hitting the like button, that does help support this video, and it helps it sort of get around to further potential viewers. Oh yeah, we should mention, we should probably have, let's say about 150 likes on this video, so that we'll get on to the next sign. That tells me that you guys like the series, and that it's, you know, gonna be something that is enlightening and helpful for the next, if you guys want to see it in the next 10 days. So at least 150 likes, and we'll jump into it next week, and we'll get into the next line. Okay, so, we were getting down to the wire in those last readings, oh my god. Okay, but let's get further. And even in the Leo reading, you know, it's like we said, if we get over 200, but then we did, eventually, you know, and then Spirit was like, we need a break. So it is however it's meant to be, but you guys, thank you for your support. Let's get back to it. CGAEE, everything helps, and I do look back at the likes, and I see, you know, the ones who are not getting so many likes and views and watch times, like, maybe we'll just phase those out. We'll do a different reading instead, or possibly, or something like that. Or we'll re-strategize. Now, this person feels they're not a good influence for you. I don't know if maybe you had an addiction, and then for some of you, like, they said, oh yeah, I'm over my addiction. Maybe you guys had a similar addiction, and then, you know, or something like that, or you said no, I don't do this, but then they do, but then they didn't say that. I don't know. There's something there is the irony is they're, well, it is what it is. You know, there's a shadow, and they're trying to cope with something here, and I feel they're not proud of how they're choosing to do that. And I feel like they feel like, honestly, it's not that they feel you would judge them, it's that they know that that wouldn't be in resonance with you, and I think that they really know you very well. For some of you, they're in fear world with the devil. They're fully checked into hotel fear for some of you, and they're staying there night and night, and it's like, you know, you're not. So it's like they don't want to tell you where they're staying at kind of vibe. They don't want to tell you who they are kind of vibe. I feel like they don't want you to think that, you know, them expressing their love means that you need to jump, you know, change where you're, you know, how do we say? So in other words, guys, like, oh, just in an overarching sense, this is someone who in their could be the perspective of their higher self. They don't want to be with you unless they really can be with you. And they don't want to bring the devil into the room, that's for sure. So, especially if there's children involved, is what I'm seeing. Anyways, for some of you had a very intense sex life, is what I'm seeing in the past, as well. Something about driving. They may be a driver for their profession. We have the Four of Swords. Yeah. This person I'm hearing is single for some, especially if they have an M in their name. Now, take the message, right? It could be more metaphorical. It's not that there will be something related to specifically drops for every viewer. But yeah, this is something that they feel kind of like not good enough for you, guys. I mean, and yet again, this is not to be like, oh, shoot, no. You're the Queen of Cups. These are the characters in the movie. Right? It's like, does Superman look back at the villain and be like, yo, bro, sorry, like, you got cast as that? It's like, the movie wouldn't go on if he were so focused on why everyone got cast the way they're cast. Yeah, that's why everyone is cast and playing the character as they are. You know, some movies, the villain changes character, right? So give everyone that chance. You gotta focus on your own character because, yeah, Superman can maybe be the one who inspires the villain, but you gotta keep doing what you're doing as Superman to continue, right? To hold that potential. In the broader film of this experience, the Ten of Wands at the apex, some of you guys did have children together, or you will, or they really want children with you. For some of you, they got to fix them in about their health with the devil. Now, for smaller review, this person is crazy. I gotta be very honest here. This person is cuckoo. They're cuckoo, and they don't even, not even for Cocoa Puffs. It's like nobody even knows. Like, what is that? What is it that he's even running after? Nobody knows. Like, for some of you, this person has something going on up there, and they think that you guys are twin flames, and they think that you guys are in love. And I don't think that it's that case. I'm hearing a bottle of booze that's doing that up there for him. I don't know what. Like, some of you had to, maybe this is your so-called ex, or you told him, hey, or maybe you had to tell this person, I don't come into this conversation with me unless you're going to eradicate that right there. Unless you're going to erase also that conversation. It's like, don't bring that in. Now, some of you, this person was holding on to a third-party ex because of fear. There's somebody, this person wanted to be popular or whatever. They don't want to delete their ex off their social media. It's like something like this. I'm sorry, can we get a little further on that? I'm hearing JK, no. It's like, she's not really like that to me. It's like, okay, you know what? No, you're making up bullshit. We say something, we have BZE, something about business maybe. BUUEO. Some of you got into an argument in a restaurant about this. It's like, no. It's like, this is totally disrespectful and disturbing. The fact that you're also trying to, like, protect this. Like, some of you, this person was following somebody and you saw it. I see that you saw it on their phone or something. It's like they're trying to tell you, like, chill out, no. It's like, no to you, no. Okay, MR, no. Right back to you. Okay, AMAR. I'm hearing Mare, something about by the water, by the ocean. This person, you saw something on their phone, on their social media. We have MARU. That sounds like something in another language. Maru? I don't know. Maru? Sounds like Japanese, maybe? Thank you for your super chat, whoever that is. I see it from afar. Thank you so much. I'll look back on that and playback. I don't call it out on the community tab. There's something that we have AS. Every so often, we feel guided to. And everyone who PayPal donates, thank you guys for your support. I do see that in your notes. Very, very kind. AS. This was typed out by Isaac on the phone, on the computer keyboard, in the pick a card we did a few nights ago. This person was stalling with you, and you look on their phone, it's like, who is that? No, there's no problem if you want to be, like, in a harem. No, listen to me right quick. It's like, no. It's like, no, I'm hearing again like that, to you. Okay, you could be in a harem, bro, but Tell me who you are. Are you in, because yeah, no, it's not like you got all these girls in the harem, you're in the harem, and it's you all, yeah, you're starting to turn into a little bit of a woman back there, lovingly. And that doesn't make you more masculine, it means no, a lot more than that, actually. Okay, in terms of what the problem is right here. The problem is clearly your masculinity, because if you need 6 women to make you feel more like a masculine, okay, yeah, no, you're not feeling feminine enough, clearly. You got something going on with that. You're wanting to feel more of your feminine energy, but through other people. Yeah, that is the twist, and for some of you, they're also interestingly enough sexist. So they have something going on with their femininity. I'm seeing that with the King of Pentacles. This person is, it's not that he feels more masculine with more women. It's that, no, there's something going on with that for some of you. Maybe even, you know, they secretly on the down low really want to be more in a space where they're engaging the feminine energy in a healthy way, but they're not. So they're kind of like exploiting women is what I'm saying. Some of you saw something on their phone. You just saw something on their phone. I'm hearing Vanessa. I'm hearing Veronica. We're saying that like we never heard that word. That's like half of the, if you were to literally like count, what is like every time we curse, we put a penny in. Every time we say Vanessa, it's like we put a penny in, bro. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cash out with that. Pay off my student loans. Okay, King of Pentacles. All right, let's clear it. GoFundMe Vanessa campaign. Okay, I don't know what that was about, but yeah. Anyways, it's like maybe they got like a lot of Vanessas on their phones. Like Vanessa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh? I'm not. No. Listen. At a certain point, it's like you want to be like Vanessa. Maybe you want to be Vanessa. It's like he maybe has this gender thing going on. It can't be, guys. I mean, why would we say no? There's impossible. Okay, secretly, like, I kind of want to be like Vanessa. It's like, okay, so then, yeah, it's like a little bit of Vanessa in my life. It's like, 1 was not enough. It's like a little bit of Vanessa, like the second as well, on, you know, on the slide in the playground. We're going up and down. It's like, he's got excuses. Now, like, I can't unfollow her. She's my friend from, like, so-and-so. Then, you know what? Then you should go back all the way back to so-and-so. Back to A, B, C, D. Okay, yeah, and the times of the Rome when they were building up the Colosseum and the Pantheon, it's like all that. Go back there to that time and that age, and you talk to her. Okay, don't sit here with me on your social media and her and 5 other women and then expect that this is a Gemini reading. And no, but it's not an excuse. It's like, this is a certain frequency of Gemini. You know, and expect us to, like, all want to hop around like little rabbits around you in the prairie. It's like, you're Mr. like, antelope. It's like, yeah, it's like, and I'm there, and then I'm there. It's like, no. So, you know, this is where it's very important to, like, identify, like, what you're okay with and what you're not okay with. Like, I'm not okay being one of your, like, yeah, I'm hearing one of you, part of your SAS squad. I'm hearing like this. SAS squad. I don't know. No. And I don't think they even, this is the funny, they're not even really wanting that, guys. And then it's not like they respect anyone here. I'm seeing actually they're very disrespectful here to women. For some of you here with that King of Pentacles, that doesn't have to resonate with everybody, but it's like, yeah, it's like, and you go right there, and I don't respect you, and then you're gonna say, yeah, and I'm not gonna even look at you like that, and then I'm gonna, it's like, in his mind, I don't know, there's something going on with his mother, clearly, or there wasn't enough going on with his mother, and so he's looking for his mother and everyone possible. It can be for some, Queen of Taurus, like for somebody, they're a compulsive, like, starer. They be staring at everyone. I'm hearing halter top. Maybe they really spend, you started to think, like, maybe he's, for some of you, really, truly, you're thinking he's gay or something. Because he's looking a little too much, like, maybe even at their fashion, their style. Maybe he's trying to tell you subliminally. You're starting to think, maybe are you trying to say, like, you were gay? It's like, maybe you were thinking, or, what is gay, guys? Right, that's a social term. But what is gender, really, okay? It's like, are you seeking more to express, you know, yourself from another band? It's like, what is that you're doing? And it's weird, because I feel like they're honestly trying, they're very, how do we say, critical. It's like saying, this person is so critical of someone, you know, are they really just critical? It's like, do they really have some, you know, how do we say this? Like, for example, let's give an example. This person couldn't stop criticizing XYZ. And you're just, like, sitting there, like, and it was interfering in a relationship. Okay, maybe you started to think, okay, like, yeah, I don't believe that you really are criticizing at this point anymore. You're actually telling me at a certain point that you care more about that than what we could be discussing at our dinner date. Instead, like, maybe for some of you, someone was even, like, someone's talking about someone's ass at the dinner table, I'm seeing that. Someone's talking about someone's high heel shoes at the dinner table, I'm seeing that. Somebody is like, they're starting to objectify everyone who walks by. I don't know, you're gonna know it. This is super, like, maybe weird. I don't know. This is a random message, it seems, but it's not random. It's never random. This is a channel message, so the Hierophant, if it's not your message, just don't worry. King of Torches, don't worry, you can just let it pass on by and get to the person it is meant for. Hierophant, Queen of Torches, High Priestess Tower. Yeah, we're not going to judge the message. you know, we never know who is going through what. There's something that, though, I feel like you had to kind of break out with. Like, okay, finally sort of like break the ice and say, hey, I think there's like something going on. Is there something going on here? Like, maybe even they were trying truly to like subliminally tell you, like, I'm into XYZ, or, you know, because for some of you, I feel like they were pointing something out. Even I see you guys in a dinner table. Maybe this person was talking about someone's clothing or someone else. It's like saying, you know, even like people who are like, oh yeah, no, it's like, let's say they even, what do we say? Let's say they create like a knockoff of like a Louis Vuitton bag. It's like, oh, it's like they're disrespecting me. No, it's like actually they respect you so much technically. They respect what your work so much. Like, and let's make it simple. They wouldn't do that unless they actually thought you were something or someone. So this person, it's like they're critiquing someone so much. It's like, please, maybe it's you. And then you're like, so hold on, are you saying you like me now? For some of you, this person was friend zoning you. Here we go. There's another layer here. This person was also friend zoning you. A lot of like maneuvers to protect their ego with you. But because they like you. So for some of you, maybe even they were acting like they're more masculine, more into men than they were women. But like more like a bro type, like kind of like a little bit allergic to like the feminine energy is what I'm seeing here. The King of Pentacles acting allergic to the feminine. And so you're starting to think like, no, you started to flip it and you're like, okay, now, but then it's like they wouldn't get off you. Okay, they wouldn't get off of you, and that's how you knew. Let's clear it, yeah. For a second I moved my hair, I thought it was Isaac running, but he's literally in my lap right here. Yeah, for some of you, this person was even acting like, I'm not there, he's stalking you, caught him stalking you. Let's get further here. Prince of Cups with the 3 torches. This person not comfortable with their sexuality, or something about their physical. 7 of Cups in reverse. Their standards even, I see that they don't understand maybe what they feel for you. Some of you, this person is religious as well. So this is where we're saying, like, I'm sorry, this is not my problem. Like, the fact that you are at conflict. Not that I don't respect you, your shadow work, the things you gotta go through, you chose this lifetime in this way, and this soul contract for a reason, and your karma is your karma. But I'm not here to understand why it is that you're not able to appreciate me and your religion and your logic even. I'm here at a certain point tells you that you can't love a girl like me and like, bye, I really gotta go, you know, for some of you guys. And I think, you know, you were starting to think this person is just like, honestly, like everything. I'm hearing he's homosexual. He's disrespectful. He's also, he's a sexist, okay? And then in addition, he's just religious. And then, he's just closed-minded. It's like, you started to think that it's everything, honestly. Yeah, now this person knows that. They know. They know that all of this shit is hitting the fan in terms of their reputation with you, and that you're not even looking back at them anymore. 2 of Swords, oh shoot, he's just sliding down my lap. Yeah, for some of you, it's also a financial thing. For some of you, it's a physical thing, and there's a health thing going on for some of you, or there's something they're not feeling physically fit for you now. I just feel like this is all very silly in comparison to what you guys feel for each other, and maybe that's part of it. They know if they were to return that you guys would have a real ass relationship, and it would be the most real deal ever, okay, between you two. In other words, if they return, it's because maybe you said, hey, Johnny, listen, no, this is ultimatum world now between me and you. If you're not ready for a true relationship, bye, okay, and don't come back. Maybe they know that. I'm hearing K-E-L-A F-A-R-A. Kelfara? I don't know. It sounds like some word in another language. Kelfara? I don't know. Mimi? Is it something Arabic? For anybody who ever knows what's what. Okay, in another language, but I'm hearing K-E-L-F-A-R-A or something like that. Maybe Kelfar, I don't know. But I'm hearing that. Specifically, I'm seeing that word. Or K-E-P-H-A-R-A or something like that. Kefara. Okay, but anyways, the sun. It's like, yeah, now you push this person away, and I feel like they're not stupid, guys. They know, okay? But for some of you, it's that they feel like, you know, you're the real deal, okay? And they're trying to avoid the real deals at the end of the day. Not you, but the real deal. And that tells you a lot more about where they're at with their heart self, right? They're in shadow world. Okay, yeah, still riding rides in shadow. Yeah, but anyways, King Cups with the 10 of Cups. But they are changing, guys. I see this for many. For some of you, they're changing. Can we get more clues as to if that is your story? Something about a car. We have L-E-U-E-E. Whoa, 3 E's. I see something about I see a car in a parking lot with different levels. It's like it's going up. So maybe, you know, they were definitely having activations. They're ascending. I'm also hearing you'll see. Especially for some of you here, you let go of the situation. You said, I don't want to hear from them. Okay, I'm not going to go looking for his sorry ass. I'm sorry, but no. Or them, or whatever, period. Maybe you're not on horrible terms, but you're just like, I'm not, no. But for some of you, you said, I have to close the door real hard, and I'm not looking back. And if they show up, that's great. I won't, like, dismiss them, but I don't take the approach I did in the past with them and make excuses for them as well as to why they're not here, like, for me in the way that is going to respect me. Yeah. This all comes down to respect and, like, acknowledging that there is a connection. I feel for somebody, this person was, like, honestly taking advantage of the fact that they knew there was a connection, and you knew that, and they knew that, and you knew that they knew that, but then they just weren't saying that, so then it was turning into a whole enigma, and it's like, please go home, sir. King of Pentacles, like, we do not need to be with you if you're not going to be showing up. Theory is not what I'm living for, and I feel you started to feel disrespected, truly, and undervalued, and, like, no, and yeah. And that's that. I see a credit card here. Maybe they were paying for stuff, but there was a focus. Yeah, you blocked this person. You blocked this person. You checkmated them as well. I see that. Okay, there was something they were getting really good with or whatever, like, in the connection, you know, getting good with, like, also, like, making up for shit and, like, saying sorry. And, like, no. It's like, now you took away that, okay, I'm hearing placebo effect. You took away that. It's like, oh, we only can talk real talk now. With the Queen of Swords, yeah, now it's like I feel for some of you, you migrated, you moved out even, or there's something, like, they can't get back to you in that fake way. Maybe for some of you, this person was even speaking to you through an alias. Maybe the example is you were still talking to them through alias. Yeah, it's like, hey, I know it's you. I'm hearing buddy. And then it's like, no, I don't respond. I don't do that anymore. I don't do that. So take your blue suede shoes. I'm hearing and get. Okay, I'm hearing you can run and tell that to all your aliases, all your friends, all your buddies up in the club. Tell them all. I'm not going to talk to you through them. I hear like that as well. So, yeah, now for some of you, now that you cut that, okay, I'm hearing the sausage. You cut the sausage down into slices. It's like, what's happening? She ever going to come back? She ever going to, like, want to meet with me again? It's like, now that's a good question he needs to be asking himself. And, like, yeah, it's not about you getting involved in how you answer for him. He needs to come through, guys. He needs to break open his heart chakra. That's what needs to happen. Yeah, he was he was playing a Super Mario game with your love story here. This person was, yeah. They were they have all these sort of traps. I see it. For where it is that you fall in love with them, and they are able to sort of have the higher hand with that. How do we say this? All of this is coming down. All of this. I feel like you pulled the rug from under them. I feel like you just sort of, you unplugged the stage. There are no more lights on it. They can't do what they used to do with you. This is huge for them, guys. I feel this has never happened in their whole life, their whole lifetime. They never experienced someone dismissing them. I see that as well for some, because I feel this person is pretty sharp. Okay, they're able to sort of understand. Also, I'm hearing human psychology. Do we just say Syrian? I'm Syrian. They're very maybe even flirty. They know, yeah, 9 of Cups. This person, guys, they may have some, I don't know, it's something. They're dreamy eyes or dreamy lips or dreamy dreams that they talk about. They're able to dream it up, okay? They know how to appeal to your dreams. They'll maybe show up in a dream, but they won't come through in real life after you. You feel like every time you wake up from them, you wake up from what you guys had. I hear like this, yeah, on cloud. I keep saying King of Water, King of Wands. I'm even saying, no, the King of Coins. So for some of you, this person is very, let's clear it. They don't feel comfortable. King of Wands in reverse. Oh, this person is very manipulative, guys. I'm starting to kind of see something here of their character, temperance. But, it's not their fault yet again. But it doesn't change what you end up doing and offering and extending of yourself in this experience to make this better, okay? For you as well. Because it goes both ways. We're never in a relationship like, poor Johnny. Let me, sacrifice my needs. Let me be that private relationship to him. Let me just be his friend zone bae. But, we both know we're not just friends, okay? Oops, you hit your heady boos. Are you okay, Isaac? No, that's never good. That's never right and good for you. That doesn't mean doing light work and blah, blah. You can say, I hold unconditional love for you, but stepping away. And I do that, and I live my life. And that's going to also be what helps you truly get through your shadow work. Otherwise, me sitting here is not going to do nothing for you. You're going to think that this is actually good, because me being here is a prize to you, and we both know it. So you pulling yourself back is going to be what actually allows this person to get up and get dressed for the day. okay, where they need to realize that it breaks, and it may break. You guys may be breaking up if they don't get down to it, okay? Yeah, in terms of what they do with themselves. So they were kind of putting this on you, I feel. Okay, this whole, like, the awkwardness of the relationship and where it's sitting at, okay, where it's sitting at. Let's clear it. Like, they were creating even a story around your connection. They were kind of putting that on you, and I don't think that they're a bad person for some of you guys here. I just get that they're very avoidant, and I get that they're very immature, and I feel like, you know, they were in the shadow, which means they're not really in a compassionate state of mind. So you have to look out for yourself with this person, is what it comes down to. You really, really have to be the one who, you know, puts the brakes on as well in the relationship, because I feel like they love you, and they will do whatever they can do, though, to also love their ego just as much in equal measure, if not more. Okay, but I do feel they really do love you. They wouldn't want to hurt you, really hurt you, but they do not yet care enough to be able to care truly for what's best for you right now, and they're in a way asking you to step away. They did. They most likely pushed you away in some capacity because they knew that there was still shadow work they needed to do. And they couldn't be able to do it with you guys actually together. I'm hearing something about the Renaissance. This could be a past life energy. And for some of you here, this person has a lot of potential. I feel like they're embarrassed that they're also not able to actually act on that with you. There's something going on with their masculinity, their masculine energies, their expressive tendencies, something about their Mars energy, maybe something going on. They may have a transit they're experiencing right now is feeling very awkward with that King of Coins upright, King of Wands reverse. Maybe they're not fully accepting their physical body, something going on themselves. Okay, they see you as the Empress, guys, by the way. And we can't say this is not true. I feel they did put you on a pedestal. They created this sort of dreamlike energy around the potential of you and them together. I don't feel that was fake. I do feel, though, that they knew they couldn't really hold that balloon with that air, okay, for much longer, is what I'm seeing. And I feel like they would go home at night kind of deflated and, like, because that was the only way they could have it with you. This is, very kind of sad, even because I feel, well, for you, it's like, why are you going to make me feel like the Empress, like, only during daylight hours, and then at night it's like, you don't tell me where you took that balloon? I'm here, it's like, they blew air into a balloon, and they knew that was a dream. Okay, I don't know. Let's go and throw it back around, let's back it up. But it's like, that's how they knew that they would keep your attention as well. Like, they couldn't afford to keep the balloon inflated, like, the whole day through and night. I don't know what that's about. Sounds like someone's stringing somebody along, yeah. But that's not because they didn't love you. But yet again, Spirit wants to bring it back around to the point of that never changes what you need to do for yourself. Right? Yeah. The point is not that they like you or not. It's how they handle that. They handle that. And you being mature and enlightened doesn't do it for them. But it helps them. Oops, you keep hitting your heady boos. Maybe we should put a little cover here. Oh, he got a little spooked from the alarm. It's okay, Isaac. You're a good boy. I'm just a little worried, though, about your heady boos. Maybe I'll wrap you in a little bundle. You know? But this person needs to kind of maybe wake up and, like, hear the alarms for what they are. Like, yeah, that means, like, we may be breaking up. Shoot. Does that mean, like, we may not be together? Like, shoot. It's like, us loving each other doesn't mean we're going to be together. Okay? I know you love me. It's like, I feel like you kind of undid this person's little farce. Okay? It's like, I know that you're into me, but that you're just not being brave. So what it comes down to is the fact that you're not acting on it, and that's unfortunate, but I'm gonna continue to live I'm gonna move on. You know, some of you said really, and I'm not to just rebound, but like to just live your life, because this was a very constrictive energy with that King of Pentacles, like, you know? Now this person's still thinking about you. Okay. They're in their feels. This person not in a good place. If you're wondering how their karma is going since you guys separated, it's not good. They feel like they're on the sadder part of the Wheel of Fortune, that show. It's like, I'm the one now, I feel, who spins it for other people. It's like he's starting to feel like maybe he's kind of, he's getting fucked in his life for some of you guys. He's getting kind of screwed over by people, is what I'm saying as well. Like, for some, let's back it up. This is all just energy. It's not like, oh, that's not nice. Why are you, like, calling them, people, you want them to get their karma? Hell yeah. You don't want people, hold on, are you one of those who wants students to be able to pay their way through class? Would that make sense to you? Would that make sense to you? Are you like a Rothschild or something? You know? Well, I can afford paying my way. Yeah, right. That'll get karmic too, by the way. One day you could, trust me. The days change. We never have one season, right? Spirit knows how to work those seasons. Just as we have the astrology wheel, right? That's strategically composed. You think you created the wheel? I created the wheel just for it to work in my favor every time. Yeah, that will be watched over. That whole winning streak you had back there, watched over by spirit. Don't worry, no. And some people, hey, they need to win for a certain period of time, so that's how to get them really back in the game in the way that is working, because we need to know. It's like, I'm gonna watch him, like, okay, I can see him on the camera, he thinks he's stealing those cookies out of the jar. You know? And it's like, no, let's not interrupt him. Let's see how many cookies he's willing to take. How far? Yeah, that's how karma works. So anyways, but for some, their karma's going sideways, and they are getting their karma. Yeah, this is about energy. What goes up comes down, and even if you're like, I don't want him to get his karma, he's gonna get his karma. That's not up to you. It's not like, oh, I'm friends with my friend in class, and like, I don't want to see him not pass. Sorry, what? Why? What? It's like, so wait, that's not even considered love, by the way. No, because I really like my friend. No. That's selfish. You want them to be, you just want a friend in the next class, right? Okay, come on now, you trust me. You want them to ascend too. You want them to really learn their lesson. It's about soul ascension, and saying anything but that is an entity attachment. So let's get back to it. This person cares about you, but they need to learn to also care about themselves as well, enough to, also respect what it is that they feel in this connection. And I feel like this isn't a matter of them meeting you halfway. If it is that, now for some of you, I feel like you're totally over this person. You're not at all entertaining, and the only thing is that you should know that this person's still pining after you. We have CJRK, so, it's clear. They're watching you, stalking you, watching you move on in your life. Some of you here, you're a mother now, you're pregnant, or you're a mother now. How do we say it? Let's go to the rest of the body. You're a mother, I hear that. Or you have children, or something, maybe you have children from them, and maybe you're raising them from someone else, or something of that sort, and it's like, they're very, very vigilant here, okay? They got two big googly eyes for your new life and your new partner, is what I'm seeing. But anyways, if this is resonating, let me know. Hit the like button. Okay. Gemini. Now for some, this is like a huge mess, I feel, for some, because I feel like this person knows they can't live without you. For some of you, they're getting to that point. Yeah, 9 of Swords, oh my god. They're gonna come through for many of you, I feel. They're gonna face these fears with that Ace of Cups and the 9 of Swords with the 3 of Coins, with that Page of Coins. I feel like, honestly, actually, maybe this is the type where it's more scary than it is really, like, fearful in the moment. I feel like in the moment, yeah, this is guided as well. The Star, Page of Coins. Remember that song? I can love you like that. They want to prove something to you. 6 of Cups. Oh. So this is something about a very particular time, okay, and place. I feel like they're trying to work with the rhythm of spirit, okay? I feel like and I do feel like they're going to move in real quickly here for some of you. Very quickly. With Temperance as well coming through, yeah, that makes me think again. The Empress, yeah, looking at the Empress. I feel like in a broader sense, they're trying to think, how can I sort of give to her life, rather than detract from it, especially if in the past let's go to the other side body. So maybe they want to invite you somewhere. At a certain point, we can kind of just say, like, damn, that's too bad, I feel like there's something that they're caught up in with that Temperance. Maybe it is their self-imposed prison, or even, I keep seeing religion with that Temperance card for some. It's like they that they don't really believe in something here, but they're still just kind of regurgitating some dogma, and it's like, there are varying levels and degrees, right? I mean, what is religion at the end of the day? The core, the source is like, they're all kind of the same, right? Can we say it like that? It's like being compassionate, being, it's like, let's talk about source, okay, but it gets complicated, it's like, maybe, for example, okay, they're I don't know, there's something, maybe, for example, they want to be physical with you, but the religion says, no, you cannot be physical, something like that. That's an example, very simple. Let's get further. Or maybe it's their bro-religion, It's like, no, the broskies, like, it's not cool to act like this or that. I'm taking you all. King of Cups in reverse. Okay. Obviously, you're going to start resenting whoever that is that stands in between you two. Some of you, this is, reminding me of, which reading was it where their brother was, like, the third party? If anybody has a link to that, that'd be great. It was very recent. It was like, you'll never believe who the, Aquarius was it? You'll never believe who the third party is. Yeah, because it was like the roommate or like a broski friend or even a family member or something. And I feel like, yeah, this comes down to their religion when it comes to relationships. But this is beyond that. I feel this person has a lot of Gemini and Sagittarius. This goes beyond that. I feel they think a lot. Maybe they even have a Mercury or a Mars even, or a moon in an air sign, okay, for some, or in an air house for some as well. Mars or Venus in an air house, I'm hearing that as well, but moon in an air sign. They are like a heavy thinker, okay? I feel like for some of you, they feel like it's more their self-perspective, okay? Maybe something or someone here who they're hanging out with is affecting how they see themselves. So anyways, Gemini, let's get really quickly a day for each of the cards. That's how complicated this is. This is a sticky situation, guys. Yeah, the point here, I think, this is that Spirit's trying to make is that they care about you. They still think about you. They care about you in the sense that they know that, you know, for somebody they want to be with, you know, for somebody, yet again, I have to reiterate, this person is creepy. They believe that you guys are still in a relationship, but you're not. Or they're very sticky with you, and it's like, I don't want to be involved. Now, that could also be the third party. So, yeah, you'll know where these energies sit at for you in particular, where these energies rely on you. Someone, yeah, they maybe have someone on their back. Can we get a little bit more on that? Someone here is like kind of sticky on them, it can be, okay, affecting them. Yeah, for some of you, maybe their career, it may be a boss, but I see that it's something that holds a dogma of some kind to it with that Strength card. It makes them feel not ready to get in position for this love story with you, and I feel they're going to end up resenting whatever that is, like, real badly. 10 of Coins, it's like, I lost, like, 10 years with, like, Vanessa, just because, like, you know, I had to tell my tennis teacher that I gotta go. I'm hearing bye. Okay, 4 of Coins. What the fuck? 6 of Wands. Okay, I get a gun. Like, they're gonna, if they realize they lost it with you over their social media, who they're not willing to unfollow, blah blah. They're gonna realize, like, who in the fuck would do that? Yeah, this is dumb. Like, they're gonna start resenting all those girls, all those guys, all those these its. On their feed, okay, all of that. Wow, I lost it for, yeah, 6 of Wands. Yeah, because this is also going to be something where, you know, you tell the universe what you want to experience. So them sort of not willing to release that, gave that to them. And in a very serious way. Where it's like, okay, you value that more? Dun 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 dun. This is your new life. And with that, we're going to take her away, though, because she is not going to be in resonance with that. She's elevating. She's over also because why? She's elevating from that because she's identifying that that is not her value and she doesn't have to sit in that world with you. That's right. It's not just because you're sitting there that she, yeah, we're no pharaohic, 1-800, like, where's my pharaoh at? I don't care where he's at. I'll hitch a ride. He doesn't need to pick me. I'm going to show up wherever the fuck he is at. He's in the middle of the desert. Oh, how much does it cost to grab a camel? I'm just going to be there. And, yeah, it's like, where are we, please? No, gone are the days, okay? You know what I'm talking about. It's like, I'm desperate, like, just wanted to know I love him. That's so not the point, no. So not the point. You're starting to respect yourself more as, like, the Empress. Like, he needs to fucking show up. That doesn't mean I don't love him. That means I love, yeah, him in terms of who he is as respecting me. And that means that you're truly ready to also be loved. Can we say it like that? You know, when we're sitting there, I know, John, like, you're still, like, entertaining other girls. Like, you're still, like, all looking at other, you know, blah, 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 whatever this equivalent is, whatever this is. Or you still, you know, loving on your mom, like, more than you're loving on me. I don't know, whatever that means, okay? Or you're just in denial of, like, wanting to, you know, entertain the feminine energy. Let's clear it. Yeah, there's something that, you know, you are kind of telling, like, the universe as well, like, I'm not ready for true love, right? The sun. You can't be in that fear space of, like, what if he moves on? It's like, then he won't be moving on. But, you know, backwards, because in this case, I feel he doesn't really love you, and moving on would be moving into that space of translucency, transparency with you. But they're not ready for that, then they're going to have to move back. Or they're just going to sit there and stagnate. but you don't have to. You can continue, right? And you move on, and you're moving on doesn't mean moving wherever he goes, right? That's not moving. That's not better. That's where we get it wrong. Well, the twin flame connection is so strong that you have to like stick by them. That's so not the truth. You think I would be here at this channel if that were the truth, guys? I have literally ascended to this point to find my soul path calling because I realized, oh, Helen, this is very challenging. You go through the dark into the soul. Okay. You realize, like, no. And that's, yeah, process. I see a red fur there. No, that's the, no. You have to heed this, the communication from your higher self, okay? To move out of that space of believing that you have to be by them in 3D. You could say, I hold space for you in 5D, not in 3D. For some of you, yeah. So this is a matter of saying, I changed the physical paradigm by changing my higher perspective, right? My higher perspective of the situation says, I know we have a love story, but it's not cooked yet. It's not ready yet. I don't sit and wait in the fucking restaurant until the chef gets his act together. He gets his ass together with whatever those ingredients. He doesn't know yet how the ingredients are supposed to. I'm not going to sit here and be his practice chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here in the restaurant for 8 years and not even have a timeline. When are you going to be ready, sir? You know I'm hungry, bitch. It's like, let me go on with my life if you're not fucking ready, you know. And that's where we say, like, it's respectful to you and them to let this go when they're not gonna be strong enough to do so. We're not gonna let you go. You had to let them go. For some of you, yeah. So this is a matter of saying, where will I continue to feed my Empress energy? What does it take to continue to build that energy? Okay, and that's where this person is going to really be able to ascend as well, is when they feel where you're going to. If you're stagnating, it's like, I was following you. What? It's like, then you're both resenting each other. It's like, damn, losing my time with you. It's like, damn, losing my time with you. It's like, but that's not the truth. Some of you, you're the higher viber here. I see that with the Hangman and the Tower, and you had to let, them know that. Because I feel like this was embarrassing at a certain point. Okay, this was embarrassing at a certain point. I just saw somebody here donate on PayPal. Thank you so much for your super chat. We'll say PayPal chat. Thank you so much for your donation. We'll say, I see like a camo car, like like a jungle car. I don't know, what is the name? It's something in like the tundra. Anyways, it's like, no, you're high viber and you have, maybe you were shy about that. I don't want to make him feel bad, like I'm kind of like vibing higher. It's like, make him feel bad about why he's not. Right? Is it better if we're saying like, aw, poor John, yet again, poor John, he's not ascending. No. John, you better fucking ascend because it's for your own good as well. Being in the Matrix is not going to take you anywhere good, and that's what we're seeing here with the Wheel of Fortune. Right? We're saying, and then the other cards that we had here sitting in a row, with that card, they're not doing well with their karma, like we said, guys. With the King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, they're all over the place. You think this is good for them? Like, they're feeling good now, here? Yeah, No. They're going to have to realize one way or another they have to ascend. That's how it operates on 5D. So, and you're not having a relationship on 3D with them. You're not here for like a dinosaur, bone relationship. I don't know what that means, but I'm seeing dinosaur bones here. It's like, we're not going backwards. It's like, I want to pass, like, maybe we're buried together. It's like, I want to be with him, like, at any cost. Like, we're not, but I'm not going to say this is tarot reader where everyone here is a viewer is at. Maybe that is your height. Maybe that is your passion. Maybe in life that is what you're living for. White House picket fence, okay? Matching his and her towels and coffins. I don't know what. It's like, maybe we are still in the land of the pharaoh and this and that. Like, okay. But I see many of you, many are not at that point. And you are like saying, it's not good enough. And that's where I am your best coach of life. And I say, I know that I love you because I let you go. And that tells you where you really need to love yourself as well. And that's really what I think makes a difference for this person in their life. But they will always make the decision on what they do with that. Maybe they decide to take it in a real bad, sad direction of like, wow, she left me, and now they're in a depressive mode, and then they're gonna start gaining weight and, get sad about things, and then, avoid you even more. If that's their decision, though, that's their decision, and you cannot look back. I feel bad for that person. It's a metaphor, guys, right? Gaining weight, what does that mean? Okay. You can gain weight emotionally, I'm going to buffer up. I don't want people to know, like, what I really feel. If they're going to take it in that direction, if they're going to lock down, that is what it is. We don't have time to slow down for a soldier who doesn't. Please, knock yourself out. Love is also not marriage, like, women, so they're not vulnerable, and, like, I honestly feel like you're saying, I need to truly someone who's brave, okay? I'm not here at all costs just because you're looking like some Aladdin over here. I hear like this. Like, I need you to really, really love yourself as well. And that is really what it comes down to, guys. And that's the illusion. Like, it's all about how one sees themselves. You know, and you can't see them for them. You know, you can love them and see them as whoever, but when they haven't worked through that shadow of how they perceive of their own potential, and they feel like, oh, I don't deserve you and shit, then who's looking kind of sideways in the photograph is you, because you're not at that point. It's kind of like, what is she doing here? She's the Empress. Why is she at the birthday party with, like, you know, her mother? I'm even hearing that. I know he's acting kind of, yeah. Yeah, I do see, like, a feminine energy here. Maybe, ironically, like, his behavior is, like, kind of feminine here. I see that with the King of Swords. Or maybe it's an actual mother, King of Coins. Queen of Coins. I said King of Coins. There's something going on with the feminine masculine. Yeah, so anyway, some of you, also, side note, you feel like they took advantage of you. They took you for granted. Okay. So I feel like you projected a lot of potential on this person. You were like, well, I can see you really being like this or like that. And this is not a bad thing. This is not to be like, wow, I did that. It's like, we can all, yeah, I mean, that's your inclination as a light worker, is to be like, I hope that you ascend. Okay, let me see. Are you gonna ascend? Like, yeah, you're hopeful, but like, but part of that is pulling your energy back as well, right? The yin yang, the ebb flow, and knowing also when someone has an entity and that they're draining, because that may also be for some the case, and we have to, yeah, illuminate that may be the case as well. And in cases like that, you know, or even like in a, yeah, this can with a Pluto shadow or a Neptune shadow, it can be very, very much a slippery slope. And for some of you, maybe even you had like cross addictions with this person, Gemini, and I feel like you realize like this is just going to end up, this is going to sabotage both of you. So both your potential, the Death card and the Nine of Wands, yeah, maybe you were like too similar, but then for some, it's one of those moments where it's like, you're actually bringing out my shadow. I gotta go. The Devil right there on the Death card. Yeah, but the Nine of Wands, like, it was starting to get kind of creepy. Maybe the things that they were bringing out, he was like, I gotta go. I can't be seen here like that. Maybe, like, you guys were fighting and arguing in public even, or there was something, like the weather wasn't getting good on you, both, together. Like, you both felt like we have to separate for some, or we have to stop this cycle. Maybe you guys were not in the right way of loving each other, but then you were loving each other. Maybe you were both getting kind of triggered, like very triggered and very, very, anyways. Now for some, I see like a dark energy here, so cast around the connection. Maybe there was some jealousy. Anyways, I feel like you both checked out, like even, yeah, willingly at the same time. Now what I'm seeing in the same way as well, Emperor with the Queen of Wands. Now for some, let's back it up quite further. For small, maybe they're throwing a party, they want to invite you, or they're thinking about that, like they're imagining that, they're fantasizing even about that, like what if like this or that. I feel like they do still have you in like a romantic way in their mind. This person has a lot of healing to do, though. I see that still, and like we said, you know. Wow, damn, this person is really in their feels, guys. They're very emotional. I feel like they go through moments where they get very emotional and they even cry. I see them like crying, and then I see them like suddenly snap out of that. It's like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna like make a move. Knight of Wands, Ten of Cups with the Sun. It's like they fantasize. I'm just gonna return, I'm good enough. It's like, but you know, those moments where it's like, you still hold yourself back. In other words, you want to do something, you know you want to do that, maybe even you feel like eventually I'm going to do that, but then you don't feel, it's like your higher self is holding you back. It's like, damn, but I want to do it. It's like, but then, it's like, I know that I want it, but then knowing it is not enough. You have to move through some shadow of how they see whether or not they're worthy for you, basically. And so, yeah, some of you guys, you're on that Empress train. And I feel like you're just, yeah, you keep going, go fast as you can, you know, why not? We should not be looking back. This person admires you, you know, from afar, and that's the important part. Okay, it's like, yeah, you have to kind of magnetize this person into the next dimension. Otherwise, you're not here for that relationship, guys. I just really feel it very strongly. You're not here to just be with them. Okay. The love of my life, okay. We're just gonna be together. It's not the point. You guys here, I feel like, honestly, it's kind of like it's yin or yang at a certain point. Like, that's what it feels like. It's like either we really ascend or we're not. I feel like Spirit says like you won't be together unless you really are at that point where you, otherwise it's like this is not compatible unless it's going to be coming together. This is twin flame for some of you. Yeah. I mean, that's obvious at this point, I think. For many of you, yeah. And for some, we got the Two of Cups twice. Same between the King of Swords and the Nine of Coins. He's getting pinned into the reality of the situation. It's like, he doesn't know. It's like, I don't know where else to go. It's like, she's like my love. It's like something like that. Three of Coins, the world. Yeah. And he's very nostalgic. For some of you, he's self-medicating to try and get you off their mind. Even off your mind. Stop. This must be her thought. Yeah, I'm thinking because she's thinking. It's like he's trying to like wipe. Okay. It's like he's all over the place, guys. This person. I see they're also a drinker. It can be 5 months. Yeah. It's like some of you, they're gaining weight. Or something about their weight. I don't know. I'm just seeing that. That could be a person. Maybe that's how you know who this is. Maybe you know. It's like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. I feel like they're just not in a space where they're feeling like they're running. Okay, they're running. They're running away. They have bags under their eyes. They're up late. Let's clear it. I'm hearing something. I'm hearing they're single. Let's clear them the third eye on the right side of the third eye. For some reason, they hit their head on like a cabinet. Oh dear. I see them with like a kind of like a bump on their head. I get them like with a fear, like anywhere they go, whatever they do, they have this like they feel like they have someone over their shoulder like running after them. They're not, like we said, they're not in a good place, and that's how you know. Like for some of you that this person needed to learn a lesson through the space with you. If it was really like they're just a player, blah blah, they would have moved on, guys. Like it would have just been like they would have just like kind of moved on their way and like whatever it is. For some, they would have kind of not really worried about what happened back there, and if it wasn't really that strong of a connection, then the lesson would have been, okay, that's not my type, but in this case, it's like, she's my type, bro, she's my type. It's like, okay, shoot, you know what, not, my broskies are here, it's not time to, like, ascend. It's like, for some, it's like excuses, but it's a metaphor. Like, they don't feel maybe it's time yet to home. Ascend 8, ooh, shoot, some of you, I feel like you may come through with something. You may, oh, wow, what? Gemini! What? It's not sister, it's twista with all the plots we thought. Okay, we're gonna be making the movie, like, cause everyone thought that's the end of the movie, like, that's it, like, that's that. Like, better just, like, toss the rest of this popcorn, like, movie's over. No, I feel like you come in here with something for a smidgen of you. I see you come with some salt in that hand of yours, cross watcher. I hear it like this. And you're looking for their wound. Where is it at? I see some of you, you want to kind of fuck them over even worse. I'm not saying it like that. Like, I'm not saying my viewers here are like that kind of person now, but I'm seeing like some of you, you're like, and yes, that is exactly what's happening. I hear it like this. Like, you want to tell them, you want to validate. That's true. I am moving on, even for some, I don't know, because you're saying, hey, why would I not be honest? Maybe some of you, like, you feel this person doesn't quite get the picture, maybe with something. It's like, is she kind of, like, moving on? It's like, yes, I'm going to move on. Like, some of you want to, justice in reverse. Some of you may even have to end it. Or really break it up and be like, it's over, sir, it's over. 9 of Swords in reverse. Like, Sir Francis Arthur, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th. I don't know. Are these his entity attachments, his past life energies, it's his parents, it's his family, his followers, all of you guys, it's over. It's like, I'm done with everyone's bullshit. It's like, you may even come publicly and communicate this. And it's like, it's like he thought maybe like, you would never like actually officially like fucking send his shit back to his place. But yeah. It's okay. Isaac, he's very concerned. What kind of reading? What kind of predictions are these? Oh. Geminis? Okay, let's start. Starting to formulate his opinion. Can you imagine how he may like pick up on the vibes? Like every reading is different. Like, remember how Bandit would always come through in the Scorpio readings early on in the beginning of the channel. Those of your relatively newer followers. I had a boxer dog back in Los Angeles when I was back in LA. Now he's with my family. But and he would always come through in the Scorpio readings. It was just so interesting. Anyways, so can only imagine how Isaac is already formulating his vibe. The Gemini readings, fucking crazy. I don't recommend them. He's a Gemini though. Sun sign. Okay. I don't recommend those Gemini readings. Alright, listen, these days I just go based on my moon sign. I think he's a moon Aquarius. Anyways, alright. Let's get into it. Alright, let's get back into it. So yeah. I just see Isaac like chewing gum. Alright. Let's get back into it. If you can, I would personally avoid. Yeah, take a detour. Just don't watch a Gemini sign. I don't know. I love the Gemini readings. Usually Gemini is like very interesting. That's my Mars sign, anyways. So me and him, we have Sun conjunct Mars. My Mars, yeah, and we also have Venus conjunct Venus, and then we got Venus conjunct Sun. Yeah, because my Venus, his Venus is in Pisces, and my Sun is in Pisces. His Venus is in Pisces. No, wait. His Mars conjunct Sun. His Mars in Pisces. I was like, wait, no, he doesn't have that placement in my sister. My sister has a Venus in Pisces. He has Mars in Pisces, conjunct my Sun in Pisces, and conjunct my Mercury. Okay, let's go back to him. You're like, wait, who's this new dude she's talking about? That's her new man. Now, I'm going to tell you clearly, I'm moving on. For some of you. Ooh, something got very, very... What? This person is really comparing themselves, I feel, to like whatever else you got going on. That's why we're saying like, if that's what they're gonna do, they better do it. Do it all. They better do it, because them doing that is gonna get them nowhere. They gotta realize that it's like training a dog. You know, you gotta let them get it. Like doing those things doesn't get them treats. Doing these things get them treats. Okay, and to you, you're the real treat. You're the apple of this person's eye. So no pies, no apple pies here being served. Okay, no piece slice of it, unless they're gonna come and act straight with you, straight and right. You know, right where you are at, they're gonna meet you. And some of you here, they're still like they're scared, like about your new person, your new thing, your new that, your new where and who and when and how long, and no, they're really gonna be together and like all that. Yeah. Some of you, yeah, this came through another reading. It's like. They're like banking on the fact that who was it? Which reading? It was like someone was bidding on like someone. They're like, I bet they're like not gonna stay. It's like, let's back up. Let's go to the left side of the body. I'm here at Tyler. I'm hearing that name very strongly here at Tyler. Okay, let's clear the energy. I don't think that it's gonna take them that long though to like kind of click out of this matrixy vibe. Okay, of like also like. I feel like they convinced themselves like it's kind of over and they just kind of gave up on it, but they didn't really. It's like that's like a show they're watching. It's like kind of just buying them time. If someone were to come up to them and be like, is it really over? It's like, you really want to sell the relationship off? It's like, no. It's like he would never move on for some of you. This is what I'm seeing. It's more like imagining like kind of, because what he's hoping is that you're going to come through. That's the karma, and that's where you break the pattern. Now, you lead out with that Queen of Wands. Let's get a card for each of the days. And we're going to just sort of, we're going to probably, let's see. Should we designate this as its own reading? Something about Scorpio, some of you dating a Scorpio or something about a Scorpio, maybe in the mix, in the conversation. If this resonated, let me know. Hit the like button. I see 199 likes. Thank you guys for your support. This person feels like maybe you find them even freaky, like scary, looks-wise these days. I don't know. That came through another reading. Was it the Pisces reading? Okay. Something with our health, though, yet again. Physical. No. Okay, let's see. For some of you, I don't think you've really moved on. I feel like you're just kind of wanting to, like, accent something out here. Maybe you're looking, or you're open, or you're, you know, you're releasing, and that's the point. It's like, I need you to know that I'm just kind of clearing this out so that you're going to see it for what it is. Like, I see some of you, there's something you do, it makes it kind of, like, real to them that you really moved on, or that you're open to that. Maybe, for example, you send, you know, you have their stuff in a box out the window. Out the window? Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, the Lovers. At this point, what is it? All the red flags? These are all your red flags. I'm not making excuses for them anymore, yeah? I'm just waving them out the window and like, yeah, you see that I also see it at this point. That I'm also not like seeing it as anything other than that. And for some of you, maybe I just see that you're moving as well. Maybe it's that you're physically moving. Yeah, I see something about you actually physically moving, and maybe they've never thought, it's a metaphor, that you'd be stationary in the love story. So this is where you need to mobilize your energy if you really want also this person to ascend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like, no, I don't want to like stop going to the place we used to hang out. It's like the nostalgia's not going to help this love story is what I'm hearing. That could be very challenging though. That could be Neptune shadow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This person knows you guys are like, first of all, that yeah, you guys are meant to be. That you are like unlike anybody they've ever met. For some of you, there is a third party who's jealous of that. They were like, they didn't want drama between you and that person, so they just kind of like let the relationship slide away, and that was silly. For some of you, maybe a relative. It's like, I was afraid. It's like that didn't add up. I was afraid of my aunt looking at my love of my life sideways. So then like it's like, was I drunk? It's like, yeah, on the Matrix talk. And you were saying it was your own self-talk. It's like, shit. It's like they want to kind of, yeah, they're very embarrassed. King of Coins. Now, there's something for a small number of you this person has that they have to move through. Maybe a contract, I don't know, for everybody. And maybe something very controversial. Yeah, Queen of Coins, King of Coins. They may have something that they need to pay off. Even it could be something, though, that is with their career. And but they know that you guys are really, you're made for each other. I'm just too curious. I need to pull here a card for each of the days. Sorry, each of the months. Because I'm not going to leave you with this. This is like, sorry. This is totally like, for some of you, I feel like the story, and then it's like, yeah. So let's go. Some of you, they may want to clarify something, like they just want you to know that they haven't like left the building with you, kind of vibe. 8 of Wands, something about their stuff or your stuff. 8 of Wands here, 3 of Cups, like maybe they don't want to like happily accept it, or like, you know, it's like they're trying to push back, like, no, you don't have to send it to me so soon. It's like, something like that. It's like, no, I don't need you to like refund that, that's okay. It's like maybe they're changing, they're trying to make it so that you don't think it's over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or that, yeah, maybe they want to be like, maybe kind of, they want to remind you even of themselves. Maybe they're going to send you something. They want to kind of, or they want to kind of release the tension, or if there's a third party, that's going to hit a plateau in January 2023. I'm hearing, ooh, scary. The Tower right then. I'm hearing that Empress with the 9 of Wands. Yeah, something with that 9 of Wands. If they were like protecting you from someone or vice versa, that's like, that's going to all become very much like a casting call moment for the elephant in the room. Like, okay, so you're here. So what are you going to be auditioning for a role? Okay, like, you're taking up space, you know, on the stage. Okay, we got here Knight of Swords, like, and this is a stage. Like, now the room, the elephant in the room, now the room is going to be repurposed as a stage. So I feel like something is going to change where you may even confront something, or they may confront something, or they're going to even, like, for a small number, this is going to become something very dramatic for some. We do have Mars retro in Gemini. Gemini, like, okay, or anyone dealing with the Gemini, yeah, what is this with the King of Pentacles at the base of the Empress? Okay, because I feel like this must be an important enough message we got here. How many minutes on Gemini? Thank you for your patience and support. Okay, other signs as well. So-called other signs, we all have every sign in our chart. But with the Empress and the King of Pentacles, like, this is gonna get weird. They may even kind of like make you clash with someone. It's like they want you to kind of like, no, this is extremely sloppy for some. How do we describe? This person wants you. They like you. They want to come back into a conversation with you. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. They're working towards that here. 8 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pens, 2 of Swords. They're planning something even, or they want to prepare something. Okay. This person, I'm still going to say that they're not ready with that interference energy coming through in January. Like, this person is still not fully ascended through this cloud. I see this as a cloud. This is most likely, though, something that will get squared away during Mars retro in Gemini. And by March 2023, you're not going to see much of this sticky kind of situation, okay? I feel like this is something very karmic, and like this, I just don't like the way that this person, though, is setting you up in a space with this karmic energy. It's like, Maybe even now they're openly talking about something. Maybe they're saying something. Maybe now it's like they feel desperate when they wanted to kind of make sure that you weren't going to really like, you know, kind of see even the third party or like deal with the third party, or they didn't want like you guys to have beef or whatever. It's like now it's like their last resort is to have you maybe even get into some sort of conflict with this person. I mean, this is crazy, guys. And you're the Queen of Cups here, Page of Cups in reverse. Some of you, I want to be extremely honest, some of you, this is the factor that's going to make you lose absolute respect for this person. It's like they want you to kind of deal with that, or they're just not responsible. And I feel like honestly they may drop the ball even, or there's a situation. I would be very careful, wary about that January month, whatever it is that does come up. Make sure that you're not like kind of making that your problem, whatever that happens to be, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. Okay, because it's not worth it. It's not your problem. This person is in a place where they have to deal with that. This could be a mother figure, it could be a place, it could be a home, it could be something. And I feel like they almost want to make you feel guilty for that, but they want to kind of they're trying to create a space where you will resent something, or that you will I hope it's not the case, but that you will be sort of reflecting on something or feeling kind of some kind of way, or please don't, or you you know, you're feeling kind of like related to something when it's not your problem. That's not your problem. It's not your fault, whatever that is. I just keep hearing that. This is a channel message. Knight of Pentacles, Empress, and the King of Pentacles with the Awakening card. There's something kind of blasphemous even with that Tower Mirror and the Empress. It's like, you don't need to deal with that, and it's kind of rude that they would even bring it up in front of you like that. It's like they want you to start thinking about something. They want you to get worried even about something. It's like, sorry, what? This is inappropriate even, I get that, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. Okay, this dress, shit. It's literally, like, what the hold on, it's coming down. It's like, excuse me, no. Now, for some of you, they may show up. I just get that this is a third-party energy, but it may be yours as well. Obviously, there's always mirroring. There's something that maybe you dismiss them and they're bitter, and it's like, look, okay, you don't want to be with me. It's like, but I just get that they like, oh, it's like got like a even like a tattletale energy to it. Like, I'm gonna go and tell so and so. They're trying to create drama. They're trying to get you like triggered is the point here. I see that with the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress, with the King of Pentacles and Judgment, the Devil in reverse, and the Tower Bright. Okay, so listen, Gemini, hey, we're crossover. Whoever this Queen of Cups energy is in March. This is March, right? January, February, yeah, March. When Mars goes direct in the sign of Gemini and then moves into Cancer, March 2023, with that Tower Bright, this is where you will see the truth of whatever that is with that Empress in January. So something very awkward and strange and like even reactive. I feel this person's going to react even. Maybe you dismiss them and then they're like, excuse me, or they're kind of like silent even, or whatever it is. Okay, I got a little bit of that one reading. It was an Aries reading or a Pisces reading. I don't remember which one. It was a Mars reading. And it was Cleopatra on the beach with her children, and then Julius Caesar shows up and she's like, don't approach me, that whole vibe. I'm kind of getting a little bit of that here. Okay, I see that, and didn't we say something about the beach or mare, water? Okay, and even look on the Empress card, I see like a river. This could be a place, an actual place. Now, for some of you, wait until March. That's when all of that shenanigan, okay, I'm hearing Heineken. Maybe you guys were drinking somewhere, or there's something by water, something, maybe it's like something with the beach. You're going to see something from a totally different perspective in March. It may even be something that you hear about. Maybe it's in the tabloids. It could be paparazzi even. I'm seeing something. It's just going to be like, for some of you, they may even come back and be like, hey, you know, it wasn't true or whatever. So I wouldn't put too much into whatever's happening in this Mars in retro. Okay, I would just kind of wait until you can kind of, yeah, this could even be a work thing. Okay, something is, like, this is, I don't see that this is honest, whatever this is, even ironically enough with the Empress. I feel like this is something that's not really going to last, or it's not really true. It's maybe something that they're even kind of flexing, but is not the reality of the situation. I feel this Empress energy cannot be relied on. So either maybe they're even coming through, they're still cutting a bit short on the contract, or maybe they're not quite able to really, like, I see them putting you a little bit in a space where you're still kind of, how do we say, they may even try and edge forward, like, okay, I'm the Knight of Pentacles now in December. When it comes to January, you're like, I'm doing all the work again, okay? Like, the first time it could be like that, and then, you know, in March, it's like, yeah, I feel like something is going to become much more, interestingly enough, helpful to you. And you lead out with the High Priestess in April. I'm going to pull a little further here, because, yeah, let's get further. Okay, there's a drama going on. Now I'm seeing it more clearly. There's a drama going on in this person's life. They're trying to avoid dealing with that, like, straight up with themselves one-on-one. You need to hold out is what I'm hearing from Spirit. You don't need to do anything, right? You obviously, you make your decisions, but I'm hearing to really move through and, like, kind of, like, bypass this drama, this karma, okay, as well, that is not yours, okay? To sort of, I don't want to say avoid it, because it's, yeah, but it's more, to just sort of, like, evade it, to sort of, what's the word? Like, when you take a detour and you just kind of, like, avoid the traffic kind of vibe, what's the word? To bypass it kind of vibe, you know? Yeah. You gotta, whatever the word is, there's a word, though. To just kind of dismiss it, you know? You need to hold out, because I see something very annoying even, or frustrating here with the Empress. It's like this person may show up, like, at a very awkward time even, or they're very triggered, or something of that sort. Yeah. Okay. Listen. This person is, they're still trying to maybe be in your life. I don't think it's going to be still when they're ready. I feel like they're still going to try and maybe trigger you. Again, I keep hearing that over and over and over. This must be very important whenever this is coming through. Navigate. Right. Navigate around it. Right, even like deflect it, redirect, yeah, something like of this sort. Now, I see that, yeah, to kind of maneuver around it. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, because it still has to happen, and I feel like it's not about you getting involved in it and getting triggered by it and sort of needing to neutralize it, because that can be very tempting. Okay, look at the way this Knight of Pence is motioning to the Empress. It's like, you're gonna maybe feel like this person also wants you to do something, wants you to show up in a certain way. I'm hearing, but don't. I keep hearing that, like, over and over. So wait until, yet again, March. Once we get through Mars going direct, it's funny, because I see you guys coming together with the Lovers. This is gonna be April, May, June 2023. There's a moment, it's a little bit like, you were right. Okay, this person, I'm getting chills for you. This person, I see them turning around. I'm hearing something about PhD program. They're going to turn around, and it's like they're going to be much more in a space to be able, once they move through their karma, and they square all this BS away, they are going to, this karma, we'll say, away. And really, you know, they square it away, though. And not come through when they still got something, so then it's going to become your issue. I feel they get tempted because they're scared of losing you here. I see that as well. That's when you guys can really get together. They are going to react here. I see that in December and January. And it's up to you to know you're really not ready, though, still. And then, yeah, in June, it's like I see that they have much more of what it takes to love you truly unconditionally. And I feel like it's like, wow, I'm glad you didn't, like, accept me back there. Like, we're really meant to be now is what I'm seeing. Wow, this is for someone. Let's back it up quick, throat charmer. Yeah, because right here, I feel like they're just very tempted, and I feel they feel this adrenaline here, but then I feel like they're tempted to do something that then would make you feel like, you know, and maybe what is this really talking about? Could we get a little further on that? Maybe it's going to be a threat to the work you've done. You know, should you accept them here at this point in January, while Mars is still retrograde in Gemini, oh, they want you maybe even to have to pay for something, or it's not what it seems. That's all that I'm getting, really, yeah? It's just, it's gonna, and the way you'll know is it sounds complicated, and it sounds like, what, I gotta go all the way over there, and this and that, and it's like, or they're talking about something they're doing, and it's like, we got the Tower twice in the second deck as well, in the Hierophant. Maybe they want to, like, take a trip with you or something. I'm hearing it again from Spirit. Push that off until Mars is direct in Gemini. You'll see perfect timing, practically, in June, where both of you are just like, you know, you don't have to deal with something here, okay? And it's like, I feel like you guys are just going to have this healing energy. Please come back and let me know how this resonates in a few months, you know. Yeah. Yes. Look at this. The karma has shifted. The weather is much better to wear that dress, okay? And, like, feel like you don't have to be holding it down the whole time. Like, it's too windy up here, you know? The wind is too high. It's like, unless you're, like, you know, planning to be a Marilyn Monroe or something like that, you know, but if you're not, you know, and that's where it's really important to identify clearly what your vision, your value is. Do I want to be with this person in this way and, like, at all costs, or do I want to be sitting in that way at that time and, like, have this, yeah, and that's where you say, I will hold, it's so-called out, I will hold out. I don't have to be with them now. I hear it like this. So if something is not, like, out of desperation here, like, you don't have to do something, don't do it. I'm hearing that. You know, keep building this Empress energy out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a bit of a test. In about 6 months, okay? Push it as far as you can is what I'm hearing. And because the right time will be just very natural and it'll just flow. Because with that Magician here in the Wheel of Fortune sideways now, remember we had that Magician reverse? And we had that Wheel of Fortune when their karma was going all over. You don't want to be involved in that while it's still sort of like that, you know? Why? Why should you be? Don't feel bad. Don't give in. Oh shoot, I'm feeling bad. Like he's really going through a hell of a time. Fuck it. Let him go through that hell of a time and realize he doesn't want to be in hell so that he can ascend and take what it is from that experience that he really can to step into the next level of his own life, right? And meet you on this platform. Okay? I just feel that they are still trying to tell you they love you in ways that are not going to be ultimately compatible with the long-term future of your potential as a couple. As a high vibrational, okay, connection point, right? You know, and there's going to be a lot of triggers. Okay, and I get that maybe this is a repeat with that Knight of Pentacles of something in the past, and it's up to you to say, like, just because the time has passed doesn't mean that the test has been passed. This person is still coming through with that energy. What's to say? Who's to say that it's different this time? I feel like this is nothing new to you, that Knight of Pentacles. They have to come through with that Lover's card, okay? And I feel yet again that they're going to do that. But once the shit hits the fan with that Tower and the High Priestess, the 9 ones, maybe you have to continue to ignore this person. It can be something like that. Okay, I just see them knocking at your door in December, again with that Knight of Pentacles. And I just see that it's out of desperation with that Two of Swords leading into that. Like, haven't heard from her shoes. Like, he's freaking out. This is for some of you. But, yeah, this is something about something physical. Two of Cups. Wow. They're maybe jealous, even. Okay, they're coming out. Maybe they even, yeah, they may want to put it on you like, it's all your fault. It's like, they may say something that you know they don't mean, even. I'm seeing that. Okay, something like that. Or they may try to pressure you to do something like, come on, like, I need this. Like, it's all I need. But it's a test yet again. It's a karmic test, guys. 4 of Cups here. Save this video playlist. Maybe come back to it over time, over the months. That it may be something helpful to recircle back to. August, you have the 8 of Wands. September, you have the 3 of Cups. October, you have the 3 of Pentacles. I see something kind of exciting here in September. I feel like October, September, you're not going to be feeling something as awkward maybe as it was. Maybe it's that, you know, you're kind of getting on with your life. You're moving on. You're getting on. You're moving out. You're moving in. I'm hearing you're making changes in your life that are actually very exciting. And then we have that 2 of Swords come in. And I feel like there's something that starts to kind of settle in. And I feel like someone here's... let's back it up. Let's go through. Someone starts to settle in and feel, you know, it's like... worried about whatever is going on. Maybe with you, it's like, wait, like, what if she's just like, honestly, like, with someone else, you know, something like that. Maybe it's, you know, you guys got into a good rhythm of like respecting each other, and like, I just see that, yeah, you know, those moments where it's like, I'm not worried about Tom, like, I'm letting him do his work, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know, you freak out, and it's like, but what if, like, she's actually just with, like, Sheridan, her ex, up here, and then she's just gonna go back to him. It's something like that. That's not the point. That's not why we return. You know, until that point, what were we doing? We were doing the 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like someone here is even studying something. They're working on something. This is Ascension. So it's like, you know, what is the intention? What's the motive? Why have they come back? For some of you, they're in a rage. Yeah, yes, they're having the dark night. Listen, I'm gonna tell you here. This is a little nugget they're going through right then. The dark night of the soul. They're coming through all like, Charlotte, hey, that's not what they're feeling. They could have come through with that way back then. This is not anything impressive. The Knight of Pentacles, this is the awkward part. Why do they need to come through with that? Why didn't they need you don't need 6 months to have the Knight of Pentacles. This is what I'm hearing. And honestly, I feel like they had the Knight of Pentacles way back then. So that's not, maybe this is what they're going through as well with themselves. Maybe they're trying to fight themselves on coming back before they know they really, really have purged something. You know, for some of you, they may not. They may kind of feel like they want to, though. They may approach, they may feel very tempted to test, maybe unblock you or something of that sort. It can be. But for some, or metaphorically, okay, be more open to the connection. With that Knight of Pentacles, though, I just get that this is something kind of silly, and like, honestly, it wouldn't do your potential justice. It would kind of put everything that you've worked for under the bus, is what I'm seeing for some. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is how it feels. And that's how, maybe that's your perspective. You know that that's your perspective. So maybe it's like they're trying to kind of like, they know, who am I kidding? She's not going to go for that. So, I don't know. There's up to something there with that December. Maybe yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Maybe they even want to like kind of make you feel guilty about something, lie about something. It's like, please. You gotta just checkmate it with that Empress in the following month. Now, furthermore, yeah, I feel like it's not realistic. So the vulnerability, the real vulnerability comes through with that Lovers in June. Anything else here that we need to know? In the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Swords, yeah, because they need to go through this dark night, guys. That it's like it's like the coach cannot jump into the middle of the Olympic race and you know, remind him of like what the act, what the move is, you know, how he has to watch him. This is the finale. You have to let this person really go through the darkest part of it, and you may be hearing them, hey Charlotte, what the fuck, like you're like leaving me behind, bro. It's like he's scared, you know, this person is scared, but that's life. When we move through our fears and we move all the way through it and we don't look back, that's when we make it past that consciousness that we avoid otherwise. And so this is good training for this person to move completely through their fear and not look back, so that they can live in that space of true vulnerability with you. Otherwise, that you know, if it's really, it's not good, right? If like you come in and you save them right before, you know, they're about to make huge headway with them with their higher self, right? That's what we're living for here, I believe, as light workers, right? For myself, I do know that is the case, but it's always up to your decision. You know, I just wouldn't give in. I wouldn't tap them out of that talk they're having with themselves. If you end up talking to them, it may really undo everything that they also have been learning. So I don't know, guys. You're gonna take it as you will, love and light. This is everyone's message at a certain point. It's not just me talking. It's a channel message. I'm not talking here, right? You know, who she thinks she is, the teacher. It's like I'm talking to myself as well. We all have everybody has Gemini. Everybody has Gemini in their chart. I happen to have a lot of it as well. So this is, yeah, but that's not the point. It's not like, well, are you doing your shadow? It's like, shut up. I'm sorry if that's the message, but bye. Some people we have to just like bye. Okay. Yeah, there's a certain level of like respect. Okay, I don't know. Let's clear. Very specific message. Empress here, the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe this person you felt like, you know, is like tapping into the connection. Like, hey, are you like talking to other guys? Are you talking to other girls? It's like, don't even respond to that. This is what I'm getting from Spirit. You have to absolutely, because that's what helps them keep in their lane. Really. And the way you'll know what this is like, last 3 months, there was none of that. Okay, there was none of this, like, you didn't feel them, like, needing to, like, reach out and all that. Now with that Knight of Pentacles, this is where they feel the need to show up in some way, rather than keep building the building blocks of the foundation that they will stand upon with you. And so this is where they're ultimately them returning. They're scared. It's like, I need mommy. It's like he wants to run back to you to provide foundation in the relationship. No, he has to remember that it's about what it is that you both relate to in a space that you create together. Not like, you're the Empress, can you like show up for me? This is no love story. The Empress needs her Emperor. I'm sorry, what? Like, not like the Knight of Pentacles, guys. Again, I'm hearing like that. And at least, you know, show up as the King of Cups. We have that Queen of Cups. We still have that King of Swords with the Three of Cups in, you know, next month. So with this Lovers, though, coming through in this week, and that Six of Cups, there's something that, and that Queen of Swords, I feel this is really, let's back it up, let's put throw it. They're having huge epiphanies. They're having huge, this is all part of their learning, you know? This is all part of their, you know, yeah, let's clear it. This is all part of their growth, okay, spiritually, and you are playing a role in that. It's not always just like, let me go back and just be with this person and let's like be together. It's like, here, I'm sorry, I blocked you, like, hi. It's like, no. Okay, that's the best thing for some of you that anyone has done for this person in their life. So, you know, that's where, yet again, like, you put them back on their track. If you give in, I feel like this is a subtle test. If you do not respond and give in to whatever this is in December, it's like, it's going to be a very quick reconnection. Okay, you're going to be able to very quickly reunite in June. If you push back, okay, I'm hearing solvent matter? I don't know. You're going to solve the problem by actually ignoring is what I'm hearing for some. But by you pushing back the energy, it's going to be a quick redirection of the karma, and it's not going to, it's like you pass the test kind of vibe, is what I'm saying. But anyways, it is what I'm kind of getting. You take it as you will. But I feel like they may come through with something very convincing, like knock, 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 knock. It's like they're going to call you, they're going to show up at your house, like, hey, Vanessa, like, I miss you. It's like, maybe even say something, you know, like, they should have said that. This is great. Back then. Not now. You already went so far, you better keep the race up, bro. Don't distract the Empress. I'm on my Empress track. Don't come through, like, with that knock-knock with the Knight of Pentacles. Like, you're not the Emperor. I mean, we're not going to be in the same playing field. He wants you to do something. So, he wants you to make up for something even, account for something, maybe even pay for something, I don't know, or to show up for something, to replace something, I don't know. It's just distracting. It's like when one team member, okay, it's like he wants to kind of slow down like the game because he feels like he can't make the shot. It's like, hold on, wait, like actually, like, can you make the shot for me? It's like, don't talk about that now while you're on the playing field. You see what I'm saying? It's something of this sort. Now, this is a very personal message. Spirit wants to emphasize this one. Does this help? I hope it's helpful for someone. It's going to be, for some of you, very, very much your story, I feel, come these next 6 months with that Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. And typically the readings do have a 6 month sort of projectile of how they may manifest and how you may be able to relate to them, how they may be more relatable in also a 3D way. So, I'm here. Don't give in to this person's, like, you know, self-loathing, okay, victim energy, okay. They may come in with something that's totally unrelated even, like, hey, knock knock, like, I just need you to, like, maybe, can you, like, put some mayo in my mayo bottle? It's like, I'm out. It's like acting like a neighbor coming for some sugar. It's like, no, even the littlest of things, because this is a test. If you let this person in, you are going to let him come through all the way through the whole house. Sure, come on in, let me grab some for you. It's like, let's talk again. No. You got to have the boundary real strong. And again, wait until June, and that's where it's going to be. Like, you both are going to have a real conversation. Not about some mayo and some mayo bottle, please. Well, I already know about your mayo bottle. I know all about that mayo bottle of yours, sir. We were talking about it back there with the Knight of Pentacles. So don't come through like repurposing this Knight of Pentacles like it's something new. It's not. It's actually something that's outdated. And by this point, you got to realize that that's not who you really are as well. I'm hearing like those. Maybe they're acting like they're not good enough for you. Anyway, so you respecting yourself is respecting them. And it's about elevating to the next stage. And it's about not having fear. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Living light. Bye.